Every day, TSA agents pull thousands of bags aside for manual searches. The passenger standing at the inspection table almost always has the same reaction: confusion. I didn't pack anything dangerous. Why is my bag being searched? The answer is almost never something dangerous. It is something that looks like something dangerous on an X-ray screen. TSA agents are trained to flag specific shapes, densities, and arrangements, and certain everyday items trigger that flag every single time they appear in a carry-on. In the next 8 minutes, I'll walk you through the 7 items TSA agents say trigger bag searches more than anything else in 2026, and exactly how to pack them so your bag moves through screening untouched. TSA X-ray machines use density-based imaging. Different materials show up in different colors based on how dense they are. Organic material appears one color, metal appears another. Dense layered objects that block the X-ray appear as dark masses. And those dark masses are what trigger a manual search because the agent cannot see through them to confirm what is inside. The items below are legal to bring on a plane. They trigger searches not because they are prohibited, but because the X-ray cannot identify them clearly. Pack them wrong, and you will be pulled aside. Pack them right, and they pass through without a second look. Let's get into it. Item 1. Power banks and battery packs, especially high-capacity ones. Power banks are legal in carry-on luggage. They must be in carry-on, not checked. But they show up on X-ray as dense, rectangular, metallic blocks that completely obscure whatever is packed around them. A high-capacity 20,000 mAh power bank looks nearly identical on X-ray to certain prohibited electronic devices. And any power bank packed in a dense bag with cables, chargers, and other electronics creates an unreadable mass that agents are trained to flag. The move: remove your power bank from your bag at security and place it in a separate bin, just like a laptop. When the agent can see it clearly as an isolated item, it clears visual inspection in seconds. In the bag, it is a dark rectangle that must be verified manually. Item 2. Dense food items: cheese, chocolate, protein bars, and nut butters. Certain foods have the same density profile on X-ray as plastic explosives. This is not a joke. Dense blocks of cheese, large chocolate bars, thick protein bars, and jars of peanut butter or almond butter all appear as solid organic masses, the same color and density category as certain prohibited materials. TSA agents flag these items constantly, and when they open the bag, they almost always find exactly what the passenger packed: a block of cheddar, not a threat. The move: if you are carrying dense food items, pack them near the top of your bag where they are easily accessible, or place them in a separate bin at screening. If the agent can see and identify the item quickly, the search takes 30 seconds instead of 15 minutes. Item 3. Books and stacks of paper, especially thick or dense ones. A single paperback novel passes through X-ray clearly. A stack of 3 hardcover books pressed tightly together does not. The combined density of multiple books creates a solid mass that the X-ray beam cannot penetrate. The agent sees a dark block with no identifiable contents, and they must verify manually that nothing is hidden between the pages or behind the books. The move: if you are traveling with multiple books, fan them out side by side in your bag, rather than stacking them directly on top of each other. If you are carrying documents, spread them out. Do not bundle them. The goal is to let the X-ray beam pass through each item individually. Item 4. Jewelry and metal accessories, especially when bunched together. A single necklace on X-ray looks like a thin metallic line. A tangle of 5 necklaces, 3 bracelets, and a handful of rings in a jewelry pouch shows up as a dense, chaotic metallic mass that obscures everything around it. Agents cannot tell from the X-ray whether the cluster contains prohibited sharp objects, prohibited electronic components, or simply jewelry. They must open the bag to verify. The move: pack jewelry in a clear, flat pouch and place it near the top of your bag. Or better, wear it through security and pack it after screening. Separating each piece so it does not tangle eliminates the chaotic mass on X-ray. Item 5. Liquids. Over 3.4 ounces, even if they are harmless. Now, this one is not a surprise. but it remains the single highest volume trigger for bag searches at U.S. airports every single day. The 311 liquid rule has been in place for nearly 2 decades, and yet TSA agents report that full-size liquids, large sunscreen bottles, water bottles, and oversized toiletries are still the items they pull from bags more than anything else. A full-size container of liquid on X-ray looks exactly like a full-size container of any liquid. The agent cannot tell the difference between a large bottle of shampoo and a large bottle of something prohibited until they open the bag. The move: transfer all liquids, gels, and aerosols into containers of 3.4 ounces or less and place them together in a single quart-size clear Ziploc bag. Remove that bag from your carry-on at screening and place it in a bin. When the agent can see your liquids bag separately, your main bag gets a clean pass. Item 6. Snacks with powder coating, especially protein powder and powdered drink mixes. Powders in quantities over 12 ounces are subject to additional screening because certain prohibited materials exist in powdered form. Protein powder, powdered drink mixes, powdered baby formula, and similar items all fall into this category. The X-ray shows a granular mass that cannot be visually identified, and TSA's protocol requires manual inspection and sometimes explosive trace detection swabbing for powders over the threshold. The move: if you must travel with powder over 12 ounces, pack it in its original labeled container and place it in a separate bin at screening. Declare it to the document check officer. If you can, pack smaller, travel-sized portions under the 12-ounce threshold. Those pass through without triggering the additional screening protocol. Item 7. Wrapped gifts, especially during holiday travel seasons. The final trigger is seasonal, and it catches more passengers than any other item during November, December, and early January. Wrapped gifts are completely opaque on X-ray. The wrapping paper, the box, the tissue paper, and the gift itself combine into a single unreadable mass. The agent cannot see what is inside. The protocol requires them to open it. The move: never pack wrapped gifts in carry-on luggage. Ship them ahead, pack them unwrapped, and bring wrapping supplies separately, or wrap them after you arrive at your destination. If a wrapped gift is in your carry-on, it will be unwrapped at the inspection table, and you will be the one holding torn paper and explaining it to the recipient. The items on this list are not dangerous. They are not prohibited. They are simply things that look like something else on an X-ray screen. And understanding that difference is what separates passengers who breeze through security from passengers who stand at the inspection table, watching their bag get opened. Pull your power bank out. Pack dense food near the top. Fan your books apart. Spread your jewelry. Follow the 311 rule. Manage your powders. And never wrap gifts for carry-on. You now know the 7 items that trigger a bag search every single time, and exactly how to pack every one of them so your bag moves through screening untouched. If you're realizing that most of what slows you down at security is simply information you didn't have before, hit subscribe. Every week on AirWise HQ, we break down exactly how air travel works so you can move through every checkpoint with confidence. See you on the next one. Drop a comment below. What's the most unexpected thing TSA has ever pulled out of your bag? I'd love to know.